With us now is Linda Collins, and she's an actor, a musician. She does so many things, and we're excited to talk about her film career. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So I asked you what you felt most famous for, and you're so cute and so humble. You're like, well, I don't really feel famous. But one of the projects that you most enjoyed was Three for the Road. Talk to us about that project.
That is a short film, a comedy, that I produced. I was one of the 3 producers on and acted in, and it was just so much fun. It was with my 2 actor girlfriends, Sandra Lucas and Eve Austin, and we just got together, found a writer to write our story for us, and have been taking that film around film festivals, won a couple of awards, traveled a little bit, and we always have such a great time together, and it's just a lot of fun.
What made you decide to make the transition between full-time musician to film?
That's a really circuitous path, but I always did want to act. I actually started acting in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
When I was 5, as
Okay.
in my parents' house, as Cupid was my first role. And then my older sister always made me play the chimpanzee in our Tarzan skits we did. So that was all St. Louis, okay?
Love it.
But then after that, in high school, I did a little acting, and then I just had a very full symphonic career, actually, for many years, and I just didn't have time to act.
Okay.
And then that, I decided, well, actually, I had some things happen. I had an accident, and I kind of had to stop doing that. And so I was like, I always wanted to act. And so I started studying acting, going out for roles, and that was about 8 years ago.
And because of that, sometimes we have those life moment challenges, right? And then through that challenge comes an epiphany.
Exactly. It couldn't have happened any better, because I always wanted to do it. I would be in an orchestra pit playing an opera or something, and I would look up at these singers and go, I really kind of want to be up there instead of in the pit. And so it's kind of happened that way, and I love it. I still love music.
Yes,
still
of
love
course.
music.
Right. But now you're enjoying this.
Yeah.
Now, you recently were in a international award-winning project. Tell us about that project.
Okay, that's another short film called Perception. We won Best International Film just at Brightside Tavern Film Festival just like a couple of weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I played the mom of there are 2 separate families. There is the immigrant family trying to immigrate into the country, and then there's the American family. I'm the mother in the American family. And it was such a beautiful film, and I just felt really strongly it was a story that needed to be told. And we have other appearances coming up, hopefully very soon, for our film as
Wonderful.
well.
The process for an actor, when a script comes to you and you read it, do you then read the sides and go audition, or are people casting you in projects? How has the process been like for you? Because each individual has their own journey. So for you, what's the process been?
It's been a little bit of both.
Okay.
You know, a couple of films that I've had a producer or director come to me and say, I'd like you to play this particular role, and you know, it's kind of been made for me, and that's of course great when that happens. Most often you get sides, and then you learn your sides, you go in an audition, and you either have a callback or you don't have a callback. It's a tough business, but it's so rewarding when it all comes together. And it's just a role you love, it's a script you love, and that's happened kind of more and more, and it's exciting for me.
Congratulations. And sometimes we don't get a certain role. Have you ever had an audition that was just, and you walked out and you knew it was the worst thing that had ever happened to you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, we've just all had times where it's just like, why did that happen? And then sometimes you think, oh, you know, that just really went great, and then no. It just didn't at all.
But it's just like not quitting, right? It's just, you just keep going.
Keep going, yeah. I mean, it's so, follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your dreams. I wouldn't give it up. If I didn't book anything for 2 years, I wouldn't give it up, but I'm not going to do that.
Of course not.
No.
And what about writing your own material? Are you writing anything right now, and what's the subject of that?
Interesting. I write songs, actually, and that comes very, very easily to me. I haven't written a script yet, but I have all these scripts in my head.
Okay.
One of them that floats around up there is something having to do with a B&B, because I actually have a B&B. You get some really interesting people and circumstances, and I think there's a lot of humor to be had in that. So I'm always looking for the next funny thing.
I look forward to that so much because I actually am one of the people that enjoy staying at a B&B.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And there's so many wonderful stories. And I've stayed in some that have been haunted. I've stayed in some that are like, oh my gosh, there's only one shower for 10 people. I can't stay here. I mean, like, and you're right. You know what? It comes from both.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, there's some fabulous breakfasts that they make at the Steele's Tavern. I mean, their breakfast was so delicious, so scrumptious. And always when you go to a bed and breakfast, for me, that I absolutely love the linens. I'm kind of a linen snob, so any comfy bed is where I like to place my head. So, Linda, thank you for joining us. We wish you continued success in your career.
Thank you.
And happy journeys to you.
Thank you.
Linda Collins, you can catch her at theaters everywhere, but if a theater's closed, you can Google her. Great stuff online.